Okay, so have you ever sat endlessly scrolling through Netflix trying to find the perfect movie or TV show, but then you end up settling for yet another episode of The Office? Or you are finally on a Bumble date with option number 67, but you spend the whole time thinking, man, I wonder if Bumble option number 34 would have been better than this. So these two tensions are called decision paralysis and decision regret. And they're what happen when we have too many options because so many choices are not necessarily a good thing. And that is what Barry Schwartz talks about in his book, Paradox of Choice. He says that oftentimes less choices can lead to more satisfaction long term. And this theory has actually been proven by our growth groups because some of our most successful semesters over the last 9 years have been the ones where we've eliminated all the options, our church-wide curriculums. These have been some of our most powerful, impactful semesters. And I think one of the reasons for this is because we've taken the guesswork out of it. There's no decision paralysis and there's no decision regret. But something that people constantly say, and I'm sure you've heard this too, is, man, I love all of the variety of our growth groups. So, how do we get the best of both worlds? I think with this new experiment that we're going to be running this winter. So we are still going to offer different groups for different audiences, but each audience will be studying the same book or curriculum. So all of our mother groups, dad groups, parenting groups will be studying Henry Cloud's book, Raising Great Kids. Our men's groups will either be doing Grow a Pair by Scott Nickel and Jim Bergen or Fortify. Our women's groups will be studying the book by Nicole Eunice called Brave Enough. Our co-ed groups have a few more options. You can do The Circle Maker, a powerful book on prayer by Mark Batterson, Financial Peace University, of course, or Starting Point, which is a curriculum that talks about the starting point of our faith. Our married groups will be doing iMarriage by Andy Stanley. And then if you're interested in leading a Bible study, I want to point you to the Gospel of John or the book of Romans. And then for our social groups, the thing that we're going to be doing a little bit differently here is offering you your very own shorthand curriculum so that you get the most out of your night at the bar or the play area. These are going to be 2 to 3 questions that really just get the conversation going and make sure that you are able to have impactful conversations. And I am hoping that this will be helpful to you as leaders because I know that one of the hardest part of leading is like figuring out which book I'm going to do. So I'm hoping that this will be helpful to you as well. There are a couple options there for you to choose from. So I'm working on a tool to equip you guys because you're going to be leading on books and curriculums that maybe you've had no exposure to before. So I have a couple of tools in mind. I'm not going to leave you hanging, so hang in there, and I'll get those to you soon. That's experiment number 1. Here's experiment number 2. If you've been coming to Mosaic for 9 years, you have theoretically been in 25 growth groups. That's a lot of growth groups. And you don't need to make new friends. You need a group that's going to take you deeper. And since I came on staff, something I have always heard was, man, I wish my group could keep going. And I'm excited to let you know that it can, starting this semester. If you are interested in your group continuing after the break next winter, all you have to do is reach out to me because in true Mosaic fashion, there is a process and a system for it, and I will walk you through it. But suffice it to say that if your group is life-giving to you, if it is sharpening and encouraging you, if it is fostering deeper connections and community, then we want you to keep your group going. And the why behind the what here is that our church is getting bigger. I know, shocker. And it is our responsibilities as leaders in this church to make sure that our big church feels small. And I believe by eliminating the guesswork and by making it so these connections that get started can go deeper, we are going to help make connections even more accessible to more people in our church. So, if you do not plan on leading next semester, no problem. Go ahead and shoot me an email and let me know as soon as possible. Otherwise, if you are interested in leading, the website is up and ready for you to input your group's information. Like with Chase the Lion, I'm going to have blurbs for each curriculum, so you just have to copy and paste, and then enter a sentence or two about what you're like as a leader. And you're awesome, so that should be easy. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. I know these are 2 pretty significant shifts. But I do believe that they are going to lead to the sparks that begin in groups growing into full-blown bonfires of community. That's called a tweetable. I love you guys. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk with you soon. Okay, bye.